decision that enough is enough. A decision that mediocrity is no longer acceptable. A decision that you deserve more from your life and you're willing to do what it takes to get it. You know what amazes me? How quickly people give up on their dreams. They try something once, maybe twice, and if it doesn't work out, they quit. Well, I tried. No, you didn't try. You dabbled. There's a big difference. Trying means persisting until you succeed. It means falling down 7 times and getting up 8. It means continuing long after the emotion of the moment has passed and only your commitment remains. The question isn't whether you can do something once. The question is whether you can do it consistently, day after day, week after week, year after year. That's discipline. Let me tell you about 2 types of pain. There's the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. You choose what you prefer. You know, we often avoid discipline because it's uncomfortable in the moment. We don't feel like getting up early. We don't feel like studying. We don't feel like saving money instead of spending it. We don't feel like having that difficult conversation, so we put it off, and what happens? The problems compound, the opportunities pass us by, and we're left with a much heavier pain of regret. I learned a long time ago that you can't change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. And that's what discipline allows you to do, change your direction, which, given enough time, will change your destination. Now, here's something important. Discipline is not punishment. It's not about depriving yourself or making yourself miserable. That's a common misconception. In reality, discipline is the pathway to freedom. Think about it. The person who has the discipline to save money has the freedom to make choices later that the spendthrift cannot. The person who has the discipline to maintain their health has freedoms that the neglectful person will never know. The person who has the discipline to continuously learn and grow has opportunities that remain closed to others. True discipline isn't about restriction, it's about liberation. It's about building the life you want rather than accepting the life you have. Let me tell you what I've discovered. Most people overestimate what they can accomplish in a year, and they underestimate what they can achieve in a decade. Discipline is about playing the long game. It's about understanding that the small actions you take today, repeated over time, create your tomorrow. That's why it's so critical to master the art of showing up day after day after day. When you're tired, when you're discouraged, when the results aren't coming as quickly as you'd like. That's when discipline matters most. You see, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. And failure is simply a few errors in judgment repeated every day. It's the accumulation, the compound effect. That's what makes the difference. I remember talking with a young man once who told me he wanted to be successful. I asked him, "Are you willing to work harder on yourself than you do on your job?" He looked puzzled. I explained that success is not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become. And who you become is determined by the choices you make and the actions you take each day. In other words, it's determined by your